Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 30. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
This defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Steelers at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season,
he's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run straight ahead with Snell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Harris running straight ahead. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. Touchdown! George Pickens. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Here's Winston. Olave over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw is Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Snell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Going with a big fullback. Why? Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready? 3, 2, 3.
First down, Winston.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Tannehill. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chris. He's in for the sack on the corner blitz. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Hill.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hill now to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Hill. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 40 yards.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Trubisky will throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky
finds Pickens outright.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Hill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Trubisky.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Landry now on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Hill on first down. Being chased out left. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Pete Werner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They go play action. Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And give him a full 10 yards there. Second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Hill looks to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On first down, it's Snell again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Austin complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Trubisky to throw.
Austin brings in the quick throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive